Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make a beef stock today. You can use, it's really a meat stock, but today I'm using beef. I'm going to try to make it a lot shorter than my last beef stock video. So here goes. I have a pot of filtered water on the stove. I have the stove turned up high. I have about 12 cups of water in the pot. And I have all my vegetables and my meat ready. So I'm going to add the meat to the pot. Now this meat I happen to get from an Amish farm, and it's the meat and the bones, and it's going to make the stock, and then I'm going to use the meat afterwards to you can have it a number of different ways. You can add it to your soup when you have soup, or you can make a beef salad with a little bit of vinegar and onions, which I can show you also. So I'm going to add some salt to this, and I'm going to bring this up to a boil. Okay, so this has come up to a boil, and this foamy stuff has come to the top. So I'm just going to skim it off with a spoon, and there doesn't really look like there's that much. Sometimes there's more, and yeah, you just don't want to leave that in there. So just do your best to get that out. And I'm going to add, I had added my salt, which was I had used the Himalayan salt, or you can use sea salt. And now I'm going to just sprinkle in about 10 peppercorns. And now I'm going to add, you can use the stock just like this. You would cook it for a couple of hours, and then you would drink it throughout the day, or use it as a soup at another time if you wanted to. But I like to flavor the stock, so I'm going to add in an onion that I barely peeled and cut in half. I'm going to add in a couple of carrots. I'm going to add in a few pieces of celery. And I'm going to add in something that I really love to add in, which is parsley. Like maybe about a quarter of a bunch of fresh organic parsley. And I'm going to let this come up to a boil again, and then I'm going to reduce it and let it simmer for about 3 hours. Okay, so this is the beef stock, and it's been cooking for about 3 hours, and I'm going to remove the meat. And actually this right here came out of the bone, and we're going to save that, and we're going to put that through the strainer. But let's just get the meat out of here. And you could certainly do this with more bones. If I had more bones, I would have put them in there. So really I only had 2 kind of small bones for this, but that's all I had. Okay, so here's the meat. I'm going to leave this on my cutting board to cool, and then I will shred it and keep it aside for soup, or make a beef, onion, olive oil salad. The rest of this, let's see, so it looks like, here's another part that came out of the inside of the bone. We're going to strain that with our soup. So now I'm going to just take the soup, the stock, and I'm going to pour it into this bowl. And I'm going to strain it. And press this through. And you're all set. You can go ahead and store this in your glass containers, and you can use it to drink as your broth when you're on your beginning healing part of the GAPS diet, or you can go ahead when you're a little further, and you can add different things to make it a soup. And that's it. You're all set.